Hey, welcome to another episode of GeekOutdoors.com. So if you're brand new to video editing, there's definitely a lot of things to learn. But one of the biggest things that I learned that is really simple to do, but it saves me a ton of time, is to create video project templates. So this is something that I do pretty much on every type of video editor that I use, whether it's something like Davinci Resolve, which is what I'm using here now, or if it's Kdenlive or Shotcut, or pretty much any other type of video editors that I use on a regular basis, I always have a video editing template. And so if you're wondering what that is, it's basically a project file that has all the normal type of files, audio, and project settings that you would use on your videos. So this will save you a ton of time. So let me show you an example of a project that is already using this. So in this case, I have this project here. It's a template for 24 frames per second and also 60 frames per second. And the reason why it's named that way is because if I actually look at the project settings, I have it set for a particular frame rate and also a particular resolution. So in this case, whenever I export this, and this is different for each video editor, but just showing you an example, as you see here, the frame rate is at 60 frames per second, resolution is at 1080p, and obviously I could change this whenever I need. And then here, these are all the actual project files that I use on practically every single video. And so if I have some intro files, ending files, any type of marketing stuff that I have, it's all here so that I don't have to recreate it over and over. And then another thing that I do is I actually have a folder structure for this. And so here, this is my folder structure for pretty much all my projects. So I have different folders and they have a variety of different files in there. And so let me show you for the marketing stuff. So all these video files or also audio files, they're right here. And so whenever I open up my project files, they look in this folder. So that means any type of marketing that I need to do, it's all here. And so this really saves me a lot of time, especially if it's for things that I use and market on a regular basis. Same thing goes for audio. If I have any normal audio that I use, I have it right here. I have graphics, I have lower thirds, and you kind of get the idea. And so by you making a template out of this, and then you could use the same folder template for different types of video editors, it just makes things a lot easier. It streamlines things as well. And then, whenever I create a project, so if I were to, go to this project right here, let me open this up. You see that the overall structure is the same. But the great thing is, I don't have to pull these files in here. All the main files that I normally use on every single project is already there. And so it allows me to quickly create my project and put in the files that I need. And then obviously that's going to speed up my editing time. And at the same time, I'm also not missing anything that I would normally use. And as stated earlier, this is pretty much the same structure that I use for any video editor. So that is my quick tip on any brand new video editors on how you should really create video project, video editing templates so that you could speed up your video editing time and then concentrate on editing your videos without having to worry about all the other things that you normally do. So if you actually had any thoughts on this or any of the tips that you had on video editing, be sure to leave that in the comments area below. And if you did want to see any of my video editing tutorials, I do have an entire playlist for many type of video editors, from Davinci Resolve to Kdenlive to Shotcut to Openshot. You can check out the playlist. I'll leave it in the description area below. So as always, if you did get value out of these videos, be sure to share, like, and subscribe. And if you're a creative geek like me and you want to get exclusive access to more content that I don't put out here publicly on my YouTube channel, then join my Gold Content Creators group, where you're going to get content like this and more for all the creative geeks out there. And the best part is, all of this is free. Simply head over to the link below, check out my page, and sign up for my Gold Content Creators group.